So we've been wondering a lot about Suicide Squad, where it would go, where we would take all these kind of like rapscallions, weird little, a bunch of different villains from different areas, how they would all work together. We've of course seen a picture of Jared Leto as the Joker, which I did not care for. But you know what? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and let's see what David Ayers has to show us. Yeah, so this is the first full-on cast photo. So we have Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Flagg, Killer Croc, Enchantress, Boomerang, Deathstroke, El Diablo, Hugo Strange, King Shark, and Plastique.
Yeah, Harley, okay, first of all, the blue, I'm not feeling the blue in the hair. I have had blue hair, I love blue hair, and you know I love this. I've had every color hair, but still, there's something about it, it just all feels very subdued, doesn't it? Just very, grimy.
I mean, here's the thing. To me, I don't have an issue with it. It's like taking one sentence in a conversation completely with zero context and putting it somewhere else. So the thing is, and people are complaining it says property of the Joker and stuff. Okay, let's be honest, you guys. You know the kind of storyline Harley Quinn has and her relationship with the Joker. Things like that. It's not like, oh, this anti-feminist. She's in booty shorts.
Yeah, that didn't bother me. That's part of the story.
I don't think that's what the problem. I mean, definitely, you're right that this is a snapshot. We don't see a full picture yet.
Complaining about that, but the thing is, to me, this feels like a very grungy, 90s kind of feel. They feel less cartoony and a little more realistic, and especially when you look at a cast on set, on film, under lights. It completely changes everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm always curious why everyone chooses to release these images, because I think because that's exactly it. I'm obviously seeing, and I've said this before about Batman v Superman. I want to love it. Suicide Squad. I want to love it so much. I love these characters. So, I'm willing to be swayed. I'm totally willing to be swayed. But I'm always curious as to why we keep releasing things. Before...
because of this.
Yeah.
To create buzz. That's exactly why they do it.
I don't know that they actually need any extra, because I figure everyone's going to be buzzing about it. But I felt like that before X-Men Days of Future Past, because it was every day, oh God, there's another character. There it is. And then there was all this anticipation about characters that we really only saw for 3 seconds.
Right.
So, and you put anything online, people are going to bitch. It doesn't matter what it is. Everyone's going to bitch about it. So,
Well, Bruce Timm, he's the co-creator of Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series. He was asked what he thought of this to Polygon, and he had kind of a long quote. It's interesting, it's weird. Myself, being someone who's taking characters that pre-exist and putting my own spin on them in my own little universe, I'm very aware of how when a character that I necessarily created shows up in other media that they have to adapt it and do different things with it than I would do. So I'm very open to it to see what they're going to do. I'm actually really excited. I just before this show started, saw the first image of Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad movie, and I thought, whoa, she looks actually pretty cute. I was actually kind of worried. I thought, oh, she's going to look really, really bizarre and skanky, but nah, she's not too bad, so I'm often mistaken.
I mean, yeah, I think it's an interesting take on her. It reminds me of this sort of go-go dancer, I don't give a fuck kind of feel.
I just feel like it doesn't look like Harley, though.
That's my issue. I'm getting, because first of all, I think the casting's perfect. But
Margot Robbie's going to kill it.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried at all about that.
But we all have these pre-existing conceptions of Harley Quinn. You know what I mean? We expect a black mask, we expect a red and black outfit. But I think that's the thing. They're trying to give it a different feel, a different spin. And I don't mind that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see when we actually see it. Moving images.
Right.
And we actually see the film.
Here's the thing. If the film is terrible, I'm just going to be burned to the ground, awful, worst costume ever.
Right. And if it's great, I will say, now I love it.
Exactly.
Now it is glorious.
Will Smith also released a photo of himself as Deadshot. How do we feel about this?
I actually
He doesn't look super like a traditional Deadshot.
Right.
I am, this one I'm fine with, and I'm not really sure why. But you know what, like you said, it is sort of a still image, and just even the group shot, I think, is a very sort of moment in time thing, but everything feels dark.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember when they did that, the Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio from the 90s? It had a very stylized feel to it. And I thought it wasn't the best movie, but I still love that movie. It felt cool.
Yeah.
Everything about it, it all worked together. It had, that movie left an imprint because there's a certain cohesion and there's a certain world that's created for that. And I feel like that's what's going on with these characters now.
Okay, so that's an interesting take that I never really thought of before, is that they have their own artistic vision and style for this in their heads.
It's this world, and in this world, this is how these people exist.
Right.
That makes me a little bit more interested than let's make the grimy Nolanized world again.
Right.
So, with that in mind, I don't know. There's a lot to think about, audience. It might be okay after all, as we've been.
We've taken a journey in this segment.
I've got my hopes up, you guys. I think it's gonna be good. I really
think
do.
that's convincing. But of course, we're just looking at it from with the information we have, way before the fact. Again, so what do you think is going to happen with Suicide Squad? Should we be cautiously optimistic? Are you not feeling that way? Let us know how you feel below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe.